Morning, Ian from Back on Track Shower Screen Repairs. Just a quick one this morning. This screen it's an old Ideal 3-door shower screen. This screen is about 45 years old. Hasn't worked for quite some time. So what I'm doing this morning is just renovating it. New rollers, new guides, and this screen will work as good as new. As you can see, this door's been out of the shower screen for quite a while. So I'm going to get it all back on track. New guides, new rollers. So the E-block is damaged. Nice and rusty. Well, let's get into it. Moving the pickups. I'll straighten those out, put new rollers in. So what you notice up here, the E-block has been snapped off. So that'll be replaced. And I'll replace these front guides as well. The good thing about these screens, being an old Ideal, it's actually an Ideal, it became Regency in the end. They took them over. But after 40 odd years, I've still got the parts that actually make this screen repairable. I'm just going to rivet those front guides on. The screw came out of the E-block, so that went in quite nicely even after it was pretty rusty. So new pickup blocks both sides, top and bottom. This door's nearly done, and I'll work on the second door in a minute. That's the front guides riveted on, little rivet at the top. The E-block back in place. Pickups on, tip them over, get this installed and get the other one repaired. I've just installed the new rollers. They're compatible with this screen. They actually make the screen roll a lot better. Been using these rollers for about 25 years. Never had any dramas, and they work perfectly for years and years and years. So this screen, even though it's 40, so it's probably 43 years old, this will go for another 10 or 20 years. No dramas at all. I've been doing this for 35 years, and the amount of times I've actually got to go back to repair a screen or repaired over that period of time is bugger all. So just shows you how well these work, and they're so basic and they just work so well. Okay, second door's out. Same thing. Replace these original nylon rollers. There's the old Ideal sticker. It's amazing. One good thing about Ideal, not only was it a good product, but they use incredibly good quality stickers. The little trick with these screens is always clean the tracks. So just get your little finger up on a rag, just run it backwards and forwards a couple of times, inside and out, back track, front track. A lot of the time when these screens were installed, from the factory, the aluminium dags were actually left in the top track, and that caused more problems. Over the years, the little aluminium dags get inside the rollers and they jump and they start doing the old railway track, and they judder up and down. So give it a good clean. It's amazing how many aluminium dags you find out is still on the track after this amount of time. Quick trick that makes these screens work a lot easier and better over time. This door, the head track, not the head track, but the door top actually bends. Now it's only bent a couple of mil. So just get a pair of pliers on here and just bend it back slightly, just to make it square and level again. That actually makes a massive difference with the how the rollers sit and how the door rolls. You know, 1 or 2 mil makes a massive difference. These are pretty good after this amount of time. I mean, that's nearly perfect. I'll just nip it up another ½ mil or so, and it'll be ready, set up for the roller to go back on. Another little trick with these screens, these corners get a little bit loose. Just get a small handle screwdriver. It's just an 8-gauge screw. Do a little bit of a tighten. It's amazing, just an extra half a turn. And it stops the top plate actually coming off the side frames. And again, just gives you another 10, 20 years longevity out of something that's, it's pretty old. Just taking off the pickup blocks. You can see up here, just the gap between the frame and the rubber. I'll just give that this corner a bit of a tap, and that'll actually squeeze that rubber back up into position. Once the doors go back in and start rolling and banging around, the glass will stay in situ in the frame There you go, new roller installed. New pickup block installed. Tap down, frames on the glass. Just remember, all these parts are available on our website. So anything for these old screens you can still buy if you're DIY. Okay, doors are back in. The first door's back in place. Just shows you how well that slides. It's better than it was when it was new. With the adjustment of these, little 1/4" spanner onto that nut. Just lift it up or down to suit. So the door, when it slides along, hits at the top and hits at the bottom at the same time. Stops any bouncing around, solves any problems. That slides beautifully. That's way better than it was 40 odd years ago. Second door's in, middle door's in. I've just put a stopper, a little grub screw in there to stop the door bouncing up. As you see, when this door comes across, just stops it rising on the corner, makes it a better job. That's sliding way better than it was when it was new 43 years ago. So I'm just going to put a handle on the inside now. It makes it easier to open and shut, and that'll be finished. Just a quick little thing. Cleaning up. Little drill dags. If they're left on the shower on the inside, the older customer gets in their foot, gets infected, off to hospital. So just make sure you clean up after yourself. This is a handle that's retrofitted, basically so the customer can roll it there. It's actually made for a slightly different screen, but this works beautifully on those screens. Snaps onto the frame, looks fine. Just helps the customer open and shut the door, especially with the elderly clients.